guys, I'm Rahul and welcome back to my channel. So, welcome to another second episode of our Discus Facts. So, as the title says, today we're going to be talking about the water parameters that we need for Discus. So, the main factors when you say water parameter, that is one, TDS, pH, and the most important thing, that is the temperature. So, these are the three main factors when it comes to keeping Discus. First thing, TDS. I've made a lot of videos about TDS and I've mentioned this in a lot of my videos, but this is just specific for Discus water parameters. So TDS, like I've told in a lot of my videos, between 100 to 150 or up to 200 ppm is also good for keeping Discus. Discus don't like too hard water. So like in Bangalore we have a lot of very high TDS which goes up to 600, which is not safe for any fish for that matter. So it's important to have a TDS meter. I've made a video on that and I shall leave the link of it in the description. So do check it out, and that is one major factor when it comes to TDS. So TDS is total dissolved solids. So second factor when you come into is when you get into breeding of Discus, you need to have a much lower TDS, which is about below 100, that between 50 to 80 ppm is good for breeding, and sometimes even below 50 is actually good because too much of hardness causes a small layer on the egg, so which causes infertility, and hatching also is a problem. So lower TDS while breeding, so that's a thing which happens, which we need to take care when we get into breeding. So second most important factor is pH. Ideal pH for Discus is 6.5 to 7.5. Between 6.5 to 7.5 is very good pH. So for Discus, a pH level above 7.5 to 8 is not good for any fish because that is more alkali side and which is prone for a lot of bacterial problems. So that is not good for any fish. So 6.5 to 7.5 is the ideal pH. Third very important factor is the tank temperature. So Discus like little warm temperature. So between 26 to 28 degrees Celsius is the ideal temperature for keeping Discus. During treatments, you need to have a higher temperature between 30 to 32 degrees. So depending on your location, you need to decide whether you need a heater or no. So temperature is between 26 to 28. And very important thing, a lot of people have told these parameters not required in the wild and all of that. I've got a lot of comments in the recent times. But one thing we should understand is in the wild, the Discus is completely different. Discus eats a lot of worms. They don't get parasite attacks, correct? But the Discus what we see here or what you see in the background of this particular video are all captively bred or bred in some fish tank. So they cannot survive in the wild, and the wild fishes cannot survive in this kind of a condition. So it's completely two different things, though they are the same species. So we cannot compare about what a Discus was in the wild and what a Discus is what here we have in this scenario, right? So that's it for now, and till our next video, stay tuned.